Hi, well, welcome back to part 5. Wow, this is going to be so much fun. Okay, it's coming along so nice and so pretty. I hope you really love the way yours is coming out too. So, okay, let's get started. All right, so I think we'll work on, I don't know, we're kind of on this area. I don't know if we'll work on this area. Let's work on, how about this area? You want to work on this bed over here first? This part's going to be pretty easy, so maybe we'll work on this part right here. Okay, make it a little bit more fun in case you guys want to give up. You're watching all these videos, probably getting sick of me by now, huh? Yeah, well, sorry about that. So sorry. Okay, so let's get started. Let's go in a little tighter here just so we can, I hope it's close enough for you. My camera, I really need to get a new camera, but we'll get there eventually. I just need to get some more patrons and stuff. It'll happen. I know God will do it when it's ready, you know. As long as I'm back now making videos, that's the cool thing, right? All right, so let's start here with getting, I want to kind of tie in, I'm thinking, some of these colors here with the pillow. And I don't want it to look too old. Let's try getting some of the greens in here. So let's take that pale sage that we've been using, you know, because I want to tie in some of these greens, you know, with it. And maybe I'll do this green, and you know, I don't know. I just don't want everything to be too blue and too purple. So let's put some greens in here. I mean, you know, these are just my ideas. You might have your own ideas for different colors, but I don't know. It's just kind of just doing it this way. All right, so let's do this one in a green and maybe this one. All right, and then maybe we should do this one too. Kind of, okay. Since I've got the green out, it's in my hand. This here is kind of see-through. I'll just wait. Let's just wait. My mind's trailing here. It's late here for me. It's 10:30 at night, but I mean, I've been working I didn't work non-stop on this picture, other than when I have to go to the dentist. I've been working non-stop on it, so. All right, let's do sap green light. Okay, on here. I'm going to put the color over here so I can remember to put on your chart. Okay, and let's kind of go across the top here and give it a little bit of, you know, how we do it here with the little, bring in some darkness here, just so it, you know, has some love here. And then we're going to come up the bottom too here, maybe along the side as well. Bring in some of that green for sure. Alright, and just flick it up just like that. Just put the pressure down here, just the way we've been doing it all along. Just kind of just getting those colors in there. Okay, do the same thing here. My sawtooth flick method. Oh no, it's getting late. Oh no, who knows how weird I'm going to get now. Alright, well, it's nice and quiet though. My daughter's still in California, so that's nice and quiet because she's usually up by now, and Logan just went to bed because he's got school tomorrow, so it's going to be nice and quiet. Which is cool. I like it like that. Okay, so now let's do the same over here too. Just follow along. My arthritis has been kind of hurting me. I had to take some ibuprofen. That's because I've been doing this non-stop and this constant motion, you know, of my wrist. It kind of hurts like right in here. I don't know if you get that, but you can kind of see where it gets swollen right here, the vein. You can see that? It's where it starts to get a little painful. I have put, you know, I put on here Asper cream. I put Asper cream on there. It kind of helps me out a little. Getting old sucks. Sucks giant. but I hate it. It's terrible. But you know what? Think young, right? It's just terrible because it hurts, you know? I want to be able to color and not be in pain, you know? That'd be nice, right? All right. Stop complaining, Lise. Okay, so let's try that. Let's see what happens. That looks nice, I guess, for now. All right, now let's take the moss green now, and we need to darken this top here. We've got to, definitely got to give it nice. Isn't this fun? Aren't you having a good time? Hope you are. Hope you like coloring with me. I hope I don't annoy you too much. Try not to be too annoying. I'm trying not to. It's hard for me. I'm always just sitting here all by my little lonely self. You know? It's kind of, you know, it's kind of lonely after a while. I mean, I feel like I'm talking to you guys. I feel like you're right here with me, you know? You know, I just wish you were actually sitting here. We can. I really am thinking about doing that. I think it'd be so fun if we can put together like a little, like a thing at the hotel, like a trip. You know, like a, I don't know what you call it, like a coloring retreat. Because wherever you are, flying to Phoenix, it's not even that expensive. You know, it's not even that long, depending where you're at. If you're in California, it's friggin' only. Not even, that's a little over half an hour to get here, so I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of fun, you know. And if we get enough people, we can probably get a good deal on rooms and stuff, you know. I don't know, just an idea. I just think it'd be kind of fun, you know. We can all hang out. I think that'd be awesome. I think I should do it. Let me know if you guys are up for it. I think that'd be cool. If I get enough people, why not, right? I don't know how to get the word out. I guess I can put it on my Facebook page, I guess. I don't know. I just think it'd be really fun. Okay, so let's get some, this color come up here. And then come up here like this, see? Could actually even do it in my house. My house is pretty big, but I don't want to have I mean, it's not really, I mean, it is, but I think it'd be more better if we did a hotel, you know. But if we were here, I could cook for you guys. Well, that'd be so fun. All right, so let's come up here like so. Okay, so there we go. It's kind of cool looking. Let's blend it out here with the pale, you know, the light color again, the pale sage, and let's just blend that out. Just blend it. Blend it all the way nice so it's a little bit more softer, you know. Want it all blended in nice. Yeah, that's better, see? Just want to have a nice soft, that looks really pretty, huh? I like that color. All right, let's do this side too. Same way, my little sawtooth method. Sawtooth method. Yeah, I know, weird, huh? And then sawtooth flick, sawtooth flick. Okay. All right. And the same, blend it again with the pale sage just to, you know, get it all blended. See, you don't gotta be afraid of your colors because they all mush together. All right, see, that looks pretty groovy, huh? Okay, now what we need to do is we got to kind of incorporate some of our colors that we're using, I think anyways, you know, because like if when you're decorating, you know, like when you're coloring, look at how this is bending. My arthritis is so bad tonight. Anyway, when you're, I'm thinking like when you're decorating, you want things to match, right? So I'm thinking, okay, well maybe somebody, if they had a pillow, they would maybe take some of the blues, some of the purples, right? So let's take some of that sky blue light that we were using when we did the, you know, this thing here, the beautiful chair, and then let's just put a little sky blue light in here and a little sky blue light on this side. So now we brought in some of that blue, right? Oh, we got a little blue there. And then we're going to have to take the, what else did we use? We used a true blue. So let's take some of that true blue now that we were using before. Remember the true blue? True blue. I don't know how you guys do it when you're coloring, but I leave the colors that I was using like out so that I know, you know, I kind of just leave them out on the side or whatever so that I know, you know, these are the colors I'm using. I keep them out of the set of the 150. You could either put them on the, you know, I just leave them out, but you could put them in a mason jar or put them in a, you know, like one of those makeup organizers or, you know, however you want to do it. I have a Lazy Susan, you know, however you want to. But I just leave them out because that way when you want to go back to get the colors, you already know what colors you've been using. Because if you put them all back in, then you got to kind of look for it. It's a hassle. So whenever you're working on a picture, just kind of keep the colors that you've been using kind of out and handy, you know. Let's make this a little darker up here and bring it down. Alright, and then maybe just kind of lightly bring that down a little, just lightly. You know, just so that you bring that down. Just very, very light, see? Just, there we go. I've got a nice little blue here. Alright, that was the true blue. And then let's take some of that, the Copenhagen blue, which really should brighten that up a little bit. Yeah, let's go over that line here a little bit. Bring this down. Yeah. That's good. Give it a nice little shade, huh? You might have a different idea of a color you might want to use for a pillow. I don't know. Just doing it like this. Blue. Okay. Let me see. Do I need to put some indigo blue in here? You can if you want. I don't. You might not see it very much, but you put a little indigo blue up in here if you want. Just at the very, very tippy top. I don't even know if I'll put this in your color chart, but you know by now, you know, light, medium, dark, and darkest. If you wanted to add a little bit on there, you might want to blend it with take your sky blue light and then just kind of that light one, blend it out. Just the same way we did with the, just to keep everything copacetic. Okay. There we go. Alright, that's nice. Now let's throw in, what did we do for the purple again? Here, okay, we used the lilac, or lavender. So let's take some lavender and just lightly lavender here. Some lavender, some lavender there. Yeah, I could put some lavender over here too, huh? On the side. Now my picture, if you notice, I had to scan it and I printed it out because I don't like coloring my book because, you know, I framed these in regular. I have 8.5 by 11 frames, or I just put it in a binder, 8.5 by 11 little binders in my notebook, and so I just scan my pictures. But if you notice, it's not. My picture looks different. I don't have the oar and I don't have the little life raft over here on this side over there. You guys have that, so you're gonna have to finish that yourself. You can make the oar like this. The life raft is white, you know. You can make the, you know, you could use the shading with the colors we've been doing with the, you know. But you're gonna have to finish that side yourself. And the wall, you could just do the same color. But I don't have that half of this part. So, anyways, I'm just saying in case you wonder what happened with that. Okay, now let's take the that was the lavender. Now we got to do the lilac on the top here with this So we're gonna come around this side here. All right, and we're just gonna do that here. Okay. All right. All right, and then we have the dark purple. Remember, we were using the dark purple for that, so we will put some dark purple here. That way we're just kind of tying in the colors, you know. Hopefully that'll look nice. I mean, I don't think I'll just lightly, let's come down lightly here. And we'll do the same up here. Okay. All right, so there we go, nice. That's pretty cool. All right, and then we'll take that, the light one again, and then just kind of blend that. So it's blended. You can even take some white. Let's grab some white, and then blend this out with the white, huh? Maybe even this too. And this too, why not? Just to give it some nice blended color. You can even blend your pillow if you want with white. You can blend whatever you want with the white. But the thing is on some of them, if you do it too much, it'll wash it out. And so that's why when I blend, a lot of times you'll see I don't always use white when I'm blending. I will use a different color, like a lighter color or something, you know. I don't like to wash it out too much, depending on what kind of look I want, you know. Okay, now I wonder what we should do. All right, in the middle, let's see, try to think. Okay, let's bring in some of the wall color. So with the wall, we used, that was the gray, right? It was the 30% cool gray. So this is the 30% cool gray. So let's just give it the background. Oh yeah, and it was the periwinkle, remember? 30% cool gray. So let's base that, 30% cool gray. And then the periwinkle was the other color that we used to shade the wall with. So let's bring in that, right? Oh, I just kind of, this pillow kind of brings in all the colors all together, kind of, right? Like it's kind of matching it pretty good. Yeah, that's cool. Bringing it in nice. I think we need to kind of come up here a little bit on this down here too. There we go. That's good. There we go. Alrighty, and I think we'll do the same in here too. So let's take periwinkle, but not on the leaves, because the leaves will keep. So let's go around the leaves, okay? Go around the leaves. We'll bring in the greens, right? With our leaves, obviously, because they're leaves, right? So let's just... For some reason, I love coloring with this gray. I don't know what it is. It feels so thick in my hand. It feels a lot different than the other pencils. I don't know why. It just feels, it's like got a thicker feel to it. No, I don't know if you feel that way too. It's just weird. I'm weirdo. What can I say? Okay, now let's try to think. Do I want to shade it in here? Let's start with the bottom first and see how I like that. Oh, well, definitely, yeah. I like the sides shaded. Yeah, I like the way that looks. So let's do the sides. Blend it in towards the middle, so it's not. You just don't want a line, you know, like a line. It's just, you want to carry in some of that shading into the middle a little bit. See how I'm just lightly, like you can push harder here, right, where to get rid of where that line is, but then just lightly kind of feather it into into the middle, you know, so it doesn't look so stupid. Or, you know, so not stupid, but you know what I mean, so harsh with the graduating of the colors. Okay, now I'm just gonna see what I'm doing here. I'm just giving it little bottom here, little, some shade coming up. Maybe I'll come up a little more, maybe in here. Yeah. All right, and then we gotta do the top too, because otherwise. Yeah, just come down. All right. Take that the gray again, and let's blend it with the gray, so it's just a little bit more, but not so much in here. Leave this part lighter, so you got a little highlight, and just kind of just blend that in. There you go. All right, I like the middle. Got a nice little highlight in there. I don't want too much. It'll maybe tone it down just a smidge. Okay, there we go. That's groovy, huh? Groovy, groovy. We're bright. Now, I'm going to take that, this is that, the 90% cool gray, because if you notice, remember I told you how you go over your colors. I lose some of that, and I don't like it when that happens, so I just go back over some of the areas. You don't have to do them all, but just on some of the areas where you've, you know, kind of gone over and you've lost the definition, you might want to kind of go back in and give it some oomph. Okay. See, like that bugs me right there. Even that little bit right there. See how I cleaned it right up though? See, you can clean things up. Okay, now let's take some of this, the Deco Yellow we were using. I'm not going to put this in your color chart. This is just kind of common sense, you know. Just put your yellow in here. Okay, and then let's do, I don't know, we'll just grab one of our greens here that we were using just to make that little stem that a little darker. There you go. There you go, a little stem. And then we'll grab that, not that green, this one, that moss green, and maybe just kind of, you know, the middle of the leaves a little. And go around the edge if you can. You gotta have it sharp enough so you don't, you know, mess up. It's just, if you go around the edges, it just looks a little bit better than the black, you know. Especially if you're using a copy. Because if you're using a copy, a lot of times the printer doesn't give you a good solid black. Like mine had a lot of kind of crappy white spots in it from the ink, you know, that was on my printer. Okay, and then I think you can darken some areas like that. See, you know, I like to have. I'm pushing really hard here because I think it needs a little bit, you know, a little bit more dark here. And that's what I usually do too. You know, you can kind of see, like, if you come to an area and you say, well, you know, as it gets done, you can work on it and put in a little bit more detail, a little bit more, you know, shades and things like that where you think needs it. Okay. Alrighty, that's a cool looking pillow, huh? Alright, so let me, I'm gonna put this on your sheet right now. I'll be right back. Okay, so now let's do this. This here looks like it's see-through, right? It's kind of like a little, like a shawl kind of a thing, right? So let's take some of this Deco Yellow, And let's just kind of in some spots. You know, like I want like a watercolor kind of a shawl. So see how I'm just kind of putting it like that, right? So we got just some, you know, we got some yellow going. All right, I got some here, some on this corner, and put some over here and over here, right? I don't know, wherever. Okay, that's the, okay, then let's do some of the pale sage. And with the pale sage now, okay, I'm just gonna throw in some pale sage here. Because this looks like it's see-through, because see, I saw the way she draws this line here, right? So I'm thinking she wants it to be kind of like a see-through scarf kind of thing. So I think I'm going to keep this little light kind of a look. I don't know if I can pull it off, but we'll see. So see, I'm just kind of putting in the colors now wherever the yellow wasn't. Okay, I'm just kind of going over it. So now we got a mixture of those greens there, and then, okay, all right. So we got a little mixture, right? Oh, so see-through, well, looks pretty good. All right. Okay. Now we gotta add some of the sap green light now to it, and we gotta just kind of start putting in the sap green light. So I think it would probably be, you know, like darker under here, right? And then let's get some over here maybe. Okay. Maybe some over here. It's kind of loose, kind of a coloring because it's watercolor. So see how I'm changing the way I go? Like this one, I'm going this direction. Okay, then maybe over here we'll kind of give it some, start giving it some more, a little bit more color, right? And then just kind of maybe follow a little bit over this line, right? So it's got a little bit. I'm gonna start getting maybe put a little darker over here, maybe this corner here. Right, maybe this little bottom. Let's a little darker over there. All right, so now we got patches of light and dark, and maybe we can go this way a little bit too, so we don't have too many. You got it. All right. I'll make it darker in couple little areas just because. Why not? All right. Uh-oh, if I like it, I might have to erase it, but that's not bad. I don't care. It looks good. It's not bad. Well, I don't mind having little patches of darkness and light because it's good, right? Come here, work that in. It gets darker down in here. All right. That corner got a little darker there. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we got to pull in another color here with that the moss green that we were using here before now too. So let's start kind of putting a little bit of detail. All right, and I'm gonna kind of follow this line a little bit with that. I'm gonna give it like a rope type border, and then maybe we're gonna start put some dark in here, and then now let's start. Bringing in some color here, blending it in. See, just now I'm going kind of little circles. See how I just blend it in lighter, so I'm putting pressure. See what I'm doing? I'm putting pressure over here, and then lightly, just very lightly, so that the color just kind of fades in, right? Let's put some dark down in here. Okay, and then now let's it'll be some darker up in here too, because it's underneath this little book, right? So I'm gonna bring some of that color down now. You just got to put it in layers, that's all. Alright, we'll kind of make some, put some there here. Alright. Get these lines back in here. Uh-oh, it's alright if I went a little over. It's okay, because I'll just bring some of that out. Hey, make a mistake, you can always figure out how to fix it. You can use your finger. Put my finger, got a little circle. Alright, there we go. Alright. Not bad, huh? Okay. Oh, what's this, the kelp green? A little bit of that kelp green. Well, you just play around with it however you want to do it. I think I'm going to throw in a little bit more of this deco yellow though. Blend it with that just to give it a little bit more greener, brighten it up a little bit. Use that as the blender, you know. Just to, alright, now I went over my lines again, but it's okay. Alright, there we go. So now we've got a nice little shawl there, huh? Okay, now I really need to darken this though. I'm not really happy with that. So let's take that that moss green again. I need to darken this. I'm really not happy with this. It's not dark enough down at this bottom. Down here. That's better. Just needed it to be a little bit. Needed just a little more. I'm kind of thinking this is like a green piping kind of thing. You know? You know when you have those little scarves, you know, you got like a little piping kind of thing, so that's what I'm trying to achieve here, but I lost my lines, so I gotta, there we go. Alright, maybe I'll put some, maybe a little bit inside here, maybe inside here a little, you know, the corners. The corners is usually a nice spot to put your shading when you're doing stuff like this. You know. Alrighty. It's good enough. I don't want to mess it up. Okay. There we go. Alright, well, hopefully you can, that's it. If you wanted to lighten it up too, you can, well, the white won't work, but you can always take an eraser. If you wanted to lighten it up in some spots, you could just take an eraser, you know, because it's supposed to be sheer, so if you think it gets a little too thick in these areas, you can, like I thought mine's a little bit not sheer enough, so I'm just kind of going over it to just take off some of that color, just because I really want it to be a little bit more sheer. And then I'm going to put in some more yellow, maybe. I'm going opposite direction because I don't want any directional lines. Alright, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Nice, okay. Alrighty, now let's do the bed. What should we do for the bed? The bed. Should be maybe the darker blue. Oh, I don't know. Alright, let's think about this here for a second. Alright, so let's try, let me move this down here. Alright, so let's see. Let's do this here, this bed here. So let's do, let's try this one. This is sky blue light, okay? So let's base this in a sky blue light. My paper kind of got messed up because I'm doing so many things. I'm having to do your charts and everything else. But so mine is messy. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I've got like my bed, you know, it's not all clean and everything. When you're doing yours, try to put a paper on it so you know, your hand doesn't mess it up and stuff. I should have been doing that too on mine. I did not, however, obviously. That's okay. My bed, I've got a dirty bedspread. They didn't do the laundry that day. Right? Yeah, well, gotta think of everything right now. Alright, so just base that in here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Well, I should do my fingernails, but they just get in my way, and I wound up taking them off again. I really should, though. All right. Now let's. I'm just going a different direction. I don't want to have a bunch of directional marks, so I'm just kind of just getting it all in there. Okay. I'm not sure yet if I might do these the same color or not, but we'll find out. Okay, let's do this here in okay, this is a Mediterranean blue. Okay, so what we need to do here now is we're just gonna have to shade this a little bit with the Mediterranean blue and give it a little bit of accent. Okay, so you want it like darker in here, and then let's kind of bring the color, my pen's bring it around here. I'm just gonna lightly feather that in here. That's gonna feather us in. See how I'm pushing harder, right? But then I want to bring the, I want to make sure it feathers in so it doesn't, you know, you don't want it to, you want everything to naturally feather in. But this is a good, it's not bad, huh? They blend nice, I guess. Okay, so now I'm just kind of blending that in here. Let's come down and around. Come down on the bed here. And then let's bring in some of that around. Blend it nice and soft in. I want it a little darker down in, just on the tip, I guess. But like I say, I don't want to have a, you know, a big line here. Uh-oh, it's getting too dark. I'm gonna have to erase it. Hold on. See, what I do is once I get this in, I'm gonna pull my head back here in a minute and look at it. If I don't like it, I'm gonna lighten it. And I don't know if I will yet, but I'm gonna finish, and I will find out in a minute. If my hair gets in the way, it's because my giant head gets in the way. It's because the way I have to set this camera up. If I lean forward even just a little bit, you'll see my giant head. Okay, so that's not bad. We'll just leave it. It doesn't. I'm not hating it. I'm just going to keep that line there. All right, let's add some here too. All right, I'll make some. I'm trying to hide it. You know, I have so much dirt on my thing. Not dirt, but you know, just. I'm just going to add a little bit of interest. I don't know, not interest, but just. I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm just kind of rubbing it in. I do that a lot with my pictures. You know, you could use these things too. If you have these little blending sticks, these little, you can get them at the art supply stores. They come in different sizes. You can use those too. You know, like this, blend them. I just never really grab them. I just use my finger, but if you want to get precise, see how this blends. You can. These are just little. They're called. I don't know. They're called blending stumps. You can just get those. They come in, you know, big different sizes. You get small. You can like medium, large. You know, whatever. They're really cheap. You can get a whole bunch of them. Okay, now I'm gonna come under here too because this would be shadowed. Under here. That was actually looking a lot better. I wasn't liking the way that was looking because I thought it looked a little weak, but now I like it better. I'm just gonna blend this out just a little. I don't want the line, you know. I just want it to kind of blend into itself here. Well, this is good enough. I mean, colors don't matter. I just want to make them a little bit darker, I guess. Just okay. And then, let's see what's going on here. I'm just following along this line here. Let's see, over here we need to, let's see. All right, this little sheet here. Well, actually, this is kind of the part that's flipped over, huh? This is like a flipped over. This has got to be a different color. So let's just do that different color. Let's give it a little bit, get some, maybe some shade in here, huh? So that looks like it's kind of bending. I need to give it an illusion that it's bending down a little, you know. Let's add a little something to it there here, you know. I'm just trying to hide that dirty mark. See how I have that dirty mark on the I don't know, see, it looks a little bit more natural anyway, so it's not just one color, you know, because if it's just one color, it's just kind of, I don't know, just kind of gives it a, you know, it's kind of boring. It just doesn't look good when it's all one color. I just think it looks better if you add a little bit of something to it, you know. So just kind of play around with it and just see, I'm kind of making it, I want to make it look like it's, you know, bending down, give that illusion. Okay. Alright, there we go. That's nice and dirty. It looks like a little nice bedspread, huh? Now underneath here, it would be shaded also. So let's, because this is, it would be laying down here, right? So this has got to be kind of, we got to shade this area underneath here a little bit more. See, a little better. I'll shade this. Because this would be a little bit shaded. I don't know if I like this shading color, but it definitely needs a little bit of shade. See? It's a lot better. Put a little under here. For me, this part will be in the frame anyways, the actual frame, you know, so. But, yeah, see how it gives it a little bit more of a 3D look? Let's take a little bit of, I don't know, what's this one? 50% warm gray. I'm not going to put this in your book, but just because it's just not, I don't need to. But if you want to just give it a little bit of more shade, just throw in something just a little bit. I'm just making something a little bit darker. Just, you know, just get a little bit more shade there. Because I didn't think it was having enough. I'm going to blend it in a little. See? There you go. There you go. All right. That's enough messing around with that, huh? could just play forever on this, especially now it's nice and quiet. I can just hear my clock ticking in here. So nice and quiet. Oh, it's awesome. Okay, so now we got that going. Now we got to do this bed here. We need to do this cover too. Should we do the cover? It's too much purple. Maybe we'll do that darker blue. Let's do that darker blue. Let's take this. All right. Let's not do light. Let's just start with the true blue this time. So let's take the true blue. Oh, I hope I don't screw this up. All right, let's take the true blue. I won't. I hope not. And I'm going to just do a nice light coat of the true blue. See how I'm doing that? Just kind of light, not too heavy, because I'm not making it solid, but enough to... Okay, now I have to turn my paper around, so I hope you don't mind. Don't get freaked out, okay? I mean, it's all the same. Hopefully it'll look the same to you either way. I need to do this because otherwise I can't. I need to pull it towards me, because see the direction I'm doing it. I need to pull it like this. This is just the way I do it, because my hand hurts too, so I have to do it as easy as I can that's on me, so I don't have to take too much ibuprofen, because like right now I'm going to have to take one. But I know I'm going to, when I go to bed, I don't, you know what I mean, I have to plan it out, because I want them when I go to sleep, but if I take 3 now, I won't be able to have it when I sleep, so I'm just kind of just waiting it out. Alright, so now that's kind of good. I like that little fold over color, but I want it darker because it's not good. Let's do that. Let's see. What did we use here? I'm trying to see. Yeah, Copenhagen blue. So let's take some Copenhagen blue and let's start with some. I'm going to darken this up now. Okay, let's see here. Take some Copenhagen blue. I wonder if I can make it look like blue satin. That would be nice. I don't know if I can. I haven't done blue satin before, I don't think. Okay, I'll see how I'm pushing a little harder down here, because I want it to be a little bit darker down here at the bottom. It's hanging, you know. Alright, now, I want the illusion that it's bending, so I have to make it, trick the eye. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna, let's come over here now, and let's put some more blue in here. I do want it darker, you know. I don't want it dark everywhere. Put it maybe in here. I'm going to blend this, so. That's why, if you wonder why I'm not like being so neat about it, it's because I'm going to blend it. And I want a little highlight there, so I'm going to leave that. Okay, so it's got a nice little highlight with these two colors. I got to keep these out so I remember what to put on your sheet. Okay, so let's see, what did I use this? I can't remember. Yeah, Mediterranean blue I used. Got to keep these separate because I got to put that on your thing. Okay, I need, what do I need here? Let's do, no, not indigo. Let me just try it over here and see if indigo will work. No, it's not dark enough. Nope. Oh, well, that might be a little dark enough. Yeah, take indigo blue now. And maybe with some indigo blue, let's start giving it a little bit more spots of where it's going to be, you know, like a little darker, you know. Some indigo blue. Yeah, indigo blue makes it a little good little color for give it some darkness. Well, that worked out. Come up here. Come up. Okay. All right. That looks nice there. Let's get some darkness up in here. Okay, some darkness up in here. All right. Okay, now what we got to do is we're gonna have to blend it now. But I don't think it's dark enough because it's kind of light. I like the highlight. I need one darker. What can I use that would be darker? Let's try what is this? That 90% cool gray. I just need a little bit of a shade. Let's try this. 90% cool gray again. Because that was what we used on here, remember? That's good. Let's get a little bit of that in here. Just for some shadow, you know? Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of shadow in here. We need a little more shadow. Then I gotta blend it. I put a little in here, maybe. I just don't worry, I don't want too much. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, a little bit too dark. That's okay, because I think when I blend it, all right. All right, let's get some here. We'll get some dark over here. Okay, a bit dark over there. There we go. That's good. I just needed a little bit darker, you know, because it wasn't really quite dark enough there. Okay, what I need to do now is let's take the, let's see, let me see, sky blue light. Sky blue light. All right, and then let's smush it all together and see if we can get it to, if it'll all blend in nicely to look like a nice smooth sheet. I kind of want it to look like a kind of like a satiny sheet. I don't know if I can get it to do that or not, but I'll try. See, I'm going the way around like this so that it'll blend nicely. I'm coming down here because I want it to come, you know, down around. Yeah. All right, I like it. It looks satiny. Okay, I'm good. I'm happy with it. It's fun. Feels nice and smooth. When you do this, you're going to like blending this. Just the feeling is really satisfying, you know. It just feels satisfying. So now you know why I really wasn't that worried. You know, like when you lay the colors in, I knew I was going to like blend it because, you know, I've been doing this forever, but I know when you lay the colors down, even though they don't look good when you're doing it, when you blend it, it all kind of works out, you know. Yeah, I like that. It looks like a nice little satiny sheet. Yay. Okay. What if I want to put little pictures on here? Nah, that's too much. Okay. All right. Now I gotta do the bed there. Ooh, what color should I do the bed? What color should I do it? A little good light green, huh? All right, let's do the light green because that's what we're kind of got going here. I just don't want to do too much purple. I think it would be too much. So let's do that pale sage. And then let's take the pale sage and get a nice light green sheet. Yeah, that's nice. Take a nice light green sheet. That's nice and oceany. God, my picture's so dirty. Hope yours isn't looking like that. Like I say, keep it keep your picture, you know, nice and safe by keeping a piece of paper under your hand, you know. I don't draw on top of it like I was doing. Alright, there you go. Nice light green. Nice light green. Maybe I'll put a little just down in here, just a smidgen. Alright, just to give it a little reflection. I'm not really doing, just adding a little bit. Yeah, I don't even know if you can see it. It's just giving it a little hint of that light green on there. See how I'm just on the side of my pen. And actually, if I twist it around like this when I'm doing that, it sharpens my pencil. It just kind of matches, you know. I want everything to flow. All right, that looks good there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push a little harder in some spots. Just, you know, in some spots just to, I don't want it all to be one color. I want it to have just lights and darks to look a little bit more natural. Some lights. Obviously it'll be darker in here. Okay, just underneath where the pillows are, it'll be darker. Alright, there we go. Alright, then we'll take our sap green light, I guess, and we'll need to give it a little bit more sap green light. I gotta turn it again. Sorry, but I just do. Make a little shadow here where underneath the pillow. Alright. There we go. See, let's give it a little shadow. Okay, there we go. And then let's see, it'd probably be a shadow here. This is where the little light would be here. So we need to put a little shadow maybe in here. Give an illusion like it's, you know, something going on. Over here. Maybe over here too. We got something going on here. Alright. Alrighty. Alright, and then now we'll do again with our the moss green again. And I need to get a little bit darker shadow. Let's see, who's more shadow here. All right. Okay. There we go. This line isn't dark enough, so I'm just kind of darkening that a little bit. Alright. Just kind of putting a little bit more detail. See? Pushing just very lightly. I just need to have illusion, just giving an illusion that it's bending. You know? There you go. Dirty that up a little. Okay, well, not nice green sheets. Okay. Alright, that's not really have enough shadow here. I guess it's fine. It needs a little bit more shadow though. It really could use a little bit more. But I don't want to give you another color to add on your thing. I'm not gonna add this on you, but if you want to add a little bit of that gray and you're watching the video and you want to add a little bit, put a little bit of gray in here. You know, just this is that 50% gray. You know, just keep your colors out when you're coloring, and then, you know, maybe I should put this in your chart. This is kind of, you might forget about, a lot of people forget about these grays. This is the 50% one. It's nice because it's not quite as dark as the other one, and it goes. You can also use, you know, espresso has a little bit of green to it. It's brownish, but it's got green to it. Espresso might have worked too. But anyway, just play around with the shadow. But see, the shadow really kind of brings it out a lot, so I think I will have to put this in your repertoire. Because it does. You see the shadow, it really does help with it, the shadow. You know. Believe me, that's what really makes your pictures a lot different than everyone else's, is when you take the time to do your shading, you know. It really does to make a difference. You know, I think it does. You can really see the little difference in the love, you know. Let's go through all these too. You want to make sure these look all good. They're kind of washed out, so you want to put these back in. And you know, the thing is the details is what really makes a difference in your pictures, you know. And if you leave them out, you could see the difference, you know. You really do. Even the slightest little thing makes a little difference. I mean, just darkening that up, you see, just darkening that up, that little teeny bit, just made a nice big difference, you know. Just, you know, it really does. You know. Oh, that's a little much, but that's all right. Okay, that's all right. That's right. All right. That's gonna bug me. See, now that's gonna bug me. So I'll show you what I do in this kind of a case. See, I shaded that down too much. So what do? Guess what I do? I take my little eraser, and then you can just come out like so. And then you gotta go back and you gotta find your color that we used, which I remember what it was. It was that sienna brown, remember? And you just come back and you just put it back in. And there you go. All right. Well, we're good. So anyways, you just kind of play around with your picture. I just grabbed any old color at this point. That was close. I just, you know, so at least you can see how this all goes down. This is how it all works. This is what you do when you're coloring. Put that back in. Okay, that's all right. I'm not too happy with that part, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so looking good, huh? I hope you guys are liking it so far. Hope you're liking it. Okay, I think we'll do the book the same way we did that mat. You know what I mean? That way the book matches. Now I gotta remember what we did. So what we do is we go over here and I look and I see that it was combo 10. I look over here. It was pink rose, rosy beige, raspberry, and light umber. So I will get these colors out. So get your sheet out and let's get the colors out for number 10 to do that book, okay? All right, so let's just do the book here. Now I only have part of the book. This is the pink rose. This is the number 10 was the thing, the number. But like I say, I don't have the whole thing for the book, so you're gonna have to do it yourself. But you'll be able to figure it out. Just do the edges a little darker of the book, so you know, so it looks good. And then we gotta so just base this whole thing. I want it to match the mat that was on this mat right there. So, just base the whole thing. There you go. That's good. Then we'll take the rosy beige now. And with the rosy beige, let's kind of darken that. Just darken the edges. Okay, and then I want to keep. You gotta keep the highlight. We'll come down here, and then we'll come down right here. Keep the highlight middle of the book, I guess. And then I don't know. Okay. Then we'll use some raspberry. Whoops. Oh well, it's all right. I'll just lighten it. Alright. It's not hard. You just gotta play around with it a little bit. You know, make sure you want it to be shaded right, so it, you know, looks like a little. You want it to look like a book, you know. Just put it like that. All right, and then we want to put in some of that the light umber because we want to dirty it up a little, antique it. We don't want it to look too new, you know. We want it to look like a book. And the red raspberry is a little bit bright, so this, I thought that this would just kind of dull it down a bit, I guess. All right. I need some dark. Let's grab that, the 90% cool gray now. Redefine the lines of the book, but I do want to, I like it. It's a little darker in the corner, like we did on the mat. Lightly. Uh-oh, that's all right. Well, now I have to carry that down a little now because I went too dark. It's all right. Part of this, mine's going to be in a frame anyways. Right here is going to be, probably a lot of it's going to be hidden, so I'm not all that worried. But like if that happened, like I don't know if you can see how close it is. Anyway, just take your white. Actually, no, not a white. Let's take the lightest one, the pink rose, and then I'm gonna blend that all in. The pink rose, sweat it. Just blend it all in. So now it kind of looks like a little bit more book. Alright, I lost some of my shading, so that happens, but it looks dirty. It looks like a used book, which is good, you know, which is what I want it to look like. So now I'm just gonna put a little bit more shading, dirty it up a little bit. Okay, that go in the direction of the book. Okay. Don't need to spend too much time on the book really because you're not really going to see it that much. I'm going to put a little shading under here. A little bit more. I don't do too much. See how slow I'm doing it because I don't want too much shading, but it didn't really have enough, I thought, so it just didn't have enough shading in there. Anyway, see what I mean? You can spend a lot of time if you really want to take your time, you know, with the shading and just, but it does add a lot, you know, if you go back in and just see where you needed something, you could just, like I'm doing now, just nice and lightly, I'm just adding just a little, I just thought, you know, maybe it needs a little more, you know, it just adds stuff, just adds things. I put a little in here, right, you know, down in here, go underneath here, don't forget underneath here, because it's important too, you know, just play around with it till you're, you know. I mean, the whole thing is to have fun. It's not a point is, okay, let's get done and over with and move on next picture. When, you know, you're still coloring and you're still having a good time, and that's what it's about. So just take your time and make it all pretty, right? Pretty birdie. All right. Now we got to do, I'll do the floor last because I don't know what the heck I'm going to do there. All right, let's do this. I like the green, but I want to pick a different green though this time. Let's just pick a different green. Let's do, well, let's base it with our light green first, our pale sage. All right, this little thing here. Just Okay. I'm gonna make a nice little bag here, little traveling case, suitcase thing. Okay. Got patches on it, so cute. So cute, right? Alright. I want to draw something. I don't know what, but I'm gonna... Okay. Alright, so we got that going. Alright. Now, I'm going to try a, let's do, how about, just trying to see, I just want to do something a little bit different, just a little bit different. Oh, okay, let's try this. This is a green ochre, all right, and I'm gonna just kind of nice and lightly and add some green ochre in here. Okay. Darker on the sides. See how I'm doing it a little darker. See, you want on the sides here. Okay. And then I want to have it a little darker over here. Now I want to go lighter as I start getting towards here because I want to. Actually, I don't know what I want to do. I'm just kind of going with it here. I just know I've done some leaves in this color, and I like this color is good when you're trying to make gold also, by the way, with this as a base. Okay. All right, now I'm going to turn it sideways a little bit, okay? And I want to leave this a little lighter. So I'm very lightly going over here. Darker up here, darker in here, lighter, darker. And nice and light, because I want this light kind of like in the middle. I don't know how it's going to turn out. If I mess up, I don't know. Hope I don't. See, I'm just kind of getting those colors going here, but I don't like any of these directional lines, so I have to get rid of those. So see, I'm just kind of working it. Okay, see how it's starting to, you got lights and darks and stuff, okay? I'll have to change my battery here in a minute. Alright. Alright, now, just, alright, my battery's gonna die here in a second, but just gonna. So frustrating because I don't want to stop to change it, but I have to. See, just keep coloring it in. And then when you get it on the sides, you know, this is where you want to have it darker. So you just push harder. Just push harder, little circles, you know, because you want it darker in spots, you know, especially like when things are touching, you know, like that in here. See how, you know, you want to make that darker there. You know, but I want to keep it light in the middle. So I'm going to do really light in here, like so barely touching it, see? Okay. My battery's seriously going to die. I can't believe it's still going. I hope it keeps going just so I can at least finish this. If it turns off, it'd be frustrating. But you kind of got an idea of what I'm doing. Well, I'll change it. I'll be able to come back anyways. You probably won't even notice because it'll just be on. But for me, I have to change it. It's a whole half-hour thing. Alright, so this is gonna, well, maybe not a half an hour, but I have to go to the bathroom, do all kinds of stuff, so it takes away my inertia when I'm right in the middle of this, you know. That's okay. I'm thirsty anyways. I'll grab another beer. Alright, so I'm gonna go around here like this, see? Blend it in, see? Actually, I like the color of that, huh? I didn't know if I would, but I mean, I liked it on leaf. I just didn't know if it would look good on this, but since we got some greens going, I thought it was cool, but I didn't want to use the same green, you know? I wanted something a little different. It's got some lights and darks. I don't know if you need to see the close. I'm going to try to get a little closer just so you can see it when you're doing yours, you know? Hopefully you can see that. But you know how you want some darks and you want, you know, light, and just to make it look, you know, a little bit more better. I'm gonna have to go and change this, so I'm gonna go restroom, grab a beer, change it, and then I'll be right back. You won't notice the time difference, but it's gonna take about half an hour for me, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I just gotta stop this, change battery. Okay, so I am back. All right, what a pain. Okay, alrighty. Turn this over so it'll be a little bit more neater. Alright, so let's get back here with that green ochre again. I'm going to do the top part now. So I'm going to lightly put this in here. Okay. For now, because I don't know where I want my shadows yet. So I'm just going to just put a nice light base in here. Hey, you know what I was thinking too when I was doing all my stuff? If you want, like if you have friends and stuff, just tell them, because I need to get more people, you know, for my channel. Just tell them about me and say, hey, you know, if you want to, gosh, you know, learn to color, just go watch Lisa on her YouTube channel, you know. Like, help promote me, you know. Just tell people, tell your friends, and say, if you really love to color, you know, that would be really helpful to me, because I need more patrons. Because I need to get some more money to get, oh, there's so much stuff I need. Camera, I need this stuff, you know, it's expensive. I need more pencils too. I'm running out of my pencils. So, and also, you know, you can also donate more too. Not just, I'm just saying, you know, I'm not begging you or nothing. I'm just saying, some people give me a little bit more than just the $5. I don't know how to set it up though. Because I know I could do it in tiers, but I don't know how to do that. But I've just been having such a hard time with money lately. Jeez, it sucks. My teeth, oh, just get so worried. I don't want to think about it because it just distracts me from my fun joy of coloring. Okay, so see, I just kind of put all that in there like that. Okay, now what we got to do is let's do, what should I do here? What should I do? I gotta lay this out for your book here, for your guide. Okay, let's do, I don't know, let's just do it in the gold. I think that'll be nice. So let's take the deco yellow, and let's do these sides in deco yellow. Okay. Deco yellow, and I can see here, right here, I got to put a little bit of this, this side on this thing here. I gotta get this side, can't forget. Oh, it all matters. It all matters. This is going to be in a frame anyways, but still. Alright, so it's all good, that part. Fine. Okay. Alright, so now we gotta put the bronze in. Remember how we did the just the gold on the lamp, remember? The yellow is just what kind of brings out the gold a little bit more. There's a lot of ways to do gold. This isn't the best way, but these errors are so small that it don't really matter that much. Okay. Then we're going to take our the metallic gold, which is darker color, which weird because when you're looking at the pencils, by the way, when you're looking at them, the metallic gold looks lighter than the bronze, but when you're putting it on paper, it isn't. It's the opposite. The metallic gold is actually darker than but to the eye, it doesn't look like that. Very weird. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of give it a little patina or whatever you call it, a little shade. Gotta do our extreme coloring, you know, the light and the dark. That's the trick. That's good enough. Alright, because this is just these little brass things. These little brass. There we go. Alright. Alright, that's good. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do here with this handle. Do I want a purple handle? Sure, why not? Let's give it a purple handle. Alright, let's take lavender. And we'll make it lavender. I'll give it a colorful little bag here. Okay. Why not, huh? These people have a nice decorative little suitcase. Why not? They put patches on it, right? So they put patches on it. They got a nice colorful little traveling bag here. And then I think I'm gonna let's see, I'll base coat this in, let's see, purple. Then what color would those be? Or this one with this purple. Let's make this purple. Alright, so let's, nice and light. Alright. It's very light coat, as light as I mean, you know, just light, because we're going to do some shading, right? So, okay. Alright, and then I got the purple out, so I might as well just do a stripe here, do a stripe here, do a stripe here, do a stripe here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet, but alright, I'm going to leave this out for your thing. Alright, now let's take the lilac color now, and let's see here, what we're going to do, we're going to shade it from the inside. So let's shade it from the inside, right? So it's kind of coming around like this. See how I'm kind of, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm just kind of shading it, blending that in here. Just kind of I want to leave this top part like a little highlighted, you know. And then what we're going to do is let's shade this from the inside too. Okay. A little highlight right at the tip. Okay. And then on these little guys, I'll just do our normal thing that we do. Shade around the sides, maybe in the middle. Alright. And I gotta be at that doctor thing tomorrow that, for my teeth at 11:30 in the morning. Let's see, what time is it now? It's 12:15 in the morning, a.m. So, but I have insomnia, so not a big deal. I've been doing this, I've been working on this for 2 days now. But I'm on a roll, so we'll get it done. It's been a long time since I made a video for you guys, so I know how bad you want it, so I'm trying so hard to get done. I'm so happy to finally be coloring again. Jeez, don't even know. Okay, so that's good. So how do you like that? That looks good, right? Okay. Okay, so now let's take dark purple, and with our dark purple, let's give it our goodness, right? Give it our magic with our dark purple here. Alright. Really gotta come in here with that because it's sitting behind here. So we gotta. Alright. Okay, now we gotta do these corners. Alright, we're gonna get this going. Alright, I'll come down here on this, come across on this, come across on this. So you want to give it nice, crisp outlines. And darken here, huh? And feather it nice and lightly in, and then when you get to the sides, you can push harder. You know, just thing is, I want to keep it a little highlight in there, but I don't want it to look too circly. Let's take that lavender here and bring just a little bit on the sides only here. Carry it in. See, just so it's a little bit blended. See, I'm not going all the way in the middle. I'm going to grab some white and put some white in there in the middle here. So let's take the white. Okay, and with the white, we can go across. We can go across in circles. Okay, give it. All right, now what we got to do, let's take some white here too. Just to blend it here. I wonder, oh, it's got nice, oh, it's got little purple handles, that's good. Now I use this one here. This is my little, this one is an Amazon permanent marker, just a little thing, because I see here I need to, see, fix it. The reason I'm not using a colored the pencil is because I don't think it would have, I think it would be too thick for that. Oh, of course, no, unless you just do what I did, and then it's going to be too thick anyways, right? And also, I don't think it would be as dark. So I'm going to put these back in. And then I'm going to put these back in. Because see how those came out? How they were washed out? See the difference now? Look. See? Plus, it's fun to do. And then let's put in these little stitches. Because they came out. And they don't look good washed out, you know? I'm going to add my own. What do you think of that? Right here. Do my own sewing. Like I say, the little details really matters, you know? I mean, do I need to do this? No, but I'm just saying, you know, if you really want your picture to come out good, these little details really do matter, because look at the difference. See how it, do you see the difference? Like how it really brings it back out again. Look at the difference. See, look. It's not that much work. And not only that though, it's fun. It's really satisfying to do this. It feels good. I mean, for lack of a better term, I don't know what to say. It's just, it's satisfying. Something about it. Now, if you don't have a steady hand and you're scared, that's different, but you don't need to be scared. Nothing to be scared of. Anyways, practice is how you learn, right? Can't get good at anything unless you keep trying. Once in a while you fail, and you know what? That's so what? That's how you learn. Right? Yeah, I failed a million times at things, but then I succeeded when I learned from my mistakes. You know? Alright, so I got some details going in there. Alright, I'll put that there. Okay. Now, I'm taking a sip of my beer. This is what I'm drinking. Well, I don't want to spill on my thing. I'm drinking a Michelob Ultra Super Light Beer. It's my third one already tonight, but I've been coloring all day. It's kind of refreshing, really. Water's kind of boring. I was drinking coffee this morning, but... Alright, I think I'm going to do a light... Let's do a blue, on this. You know, you're just going to have to watch the video on this. I don't think I'm going to put this one. Maybe I will. Okay, this is your, it's just, I don't know how much room I have left on your color sheets. I don't want to have to do a whole page just for one, just for this. This is just the same blue we've been using. The light, you know, the light blue thing. And then now I'm using the Mediterranean blue that we used from the blanket. Kind of bring in some of those blanket colors. Just I thought that would be kind of cool, yeah. I like this color, Mediterranean blue. I'm just going to put it across here. Alright. And then also we have the that color that we were using for that thing, the mat. Maybe just put it in there. I'll just grab the pink rose that we were using. I mean, it's already out, so I'll use the pink rose and then the raspberry maybe. Yeah, the raspberry. Yeah. Leave the tips maybe white or light and just put the raspberry at the bottom. Leave a little bit at the tippy tips, you know, for a little highlight, you know what I mean? Alright, now, I think what we'll do here is let's take that the true blue that we were using that was pretty, I thought. Where's that true blue we were using? Can't find it. Here it is. Let's take the true blue. This is that one. And I'll just make little, like checkers. Gotta have it sharp. Checkers. So we're bringing, see the way we're incorporating, we're bringing in all the colors we were using. These people are very color coordinated, right, on their trip. Oh, this is small. You really have to have a sharp pencil. It's teeny, 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 tiny. All right. Okay, now I think what we need a little bit more dark purple here, the tip here. See, it needed some dark purple. Needed some, definitely. See. Big difference when you shade it, isn't it? I don't know, shading is kind of my thing. I really love shading. I don't know, it's just my thing. I just really like it. Don't know why, I just do. Alright, so that looks good there. Maybe just a little bit at the bottom, just not much, but just again, just to give it a feeling like we care, like we've done, like we've gone over and above, right? And again, maybe a little spot. And you'll do that too. You'll see little spots and you're going to say, oh, I need to go back over that. Or I need to do that again. This needs to be darker, whatever. Okay. Like, I'm wondering if that, on the edges of this bag, it needs to be a little darker. But actually, I don't want to make it too dark. I think it looks kind of a little rusticy. I don't like it. I'll just leave it. All right. Now, I think we're going to have to do a little bit on this again here, too. But, you know, the thing is don't worry about nothing. If you mess up, it's not a big deal. You can always fix it. Well, not always. I'm just gonna add my own little marks to do it. Because I don't think it had enough marks. See, you can go crazy. See, I'm doing some straight, some, because it gives it more character. Well, the person was drunk when they were sewing it on. I don't know. I like the white. I could make him black on the. I just got my new pillow covers in. I got them on Amazon. They were on sale. They were so cheap. But they're black and white striped. I saw it on the Kardashians on their show, and they were. I like the black and white stripes. And I was going to do it on here, on that lamp up there on the desk, but I don't think it would have fit over there on the lamp. I was going to do these, you know, black and white and black, make it real modern, but that one worked. And then I would have to make that black and white. It's like, that wasn't going to work out, so. Okay, for that, okay, this, I don't know what that is. I really do not know what that is. Looks like some sort of a, I don't know. I really do not know what it is. Like a little, maybe a, I don't know. I really don't know what that is. So, plus I don't have the whole picture here, so I just have kind of a piece of it. So let me, or maybe it's the end, I don't know. The books, my book is put away. Let's just do this here. I don't know. Let's just do it in the. You want me to put out? Let me think. Do we want to? Maybe we should use some new greens. You want me to teach you some different kind of leaves? Yeah, maybe. All right. So let's just give you a new color, just so you can have some more colors for your repertoire. All right. Let's take. This is called gray green light. Okay. And what we're gonna do is base these little babies in. Gray green light. Okay, so just base them all in. Almost done. I can't wait, because then after tomorrow, because I'll be done with this tonight. I'll finish it. It's 12 o'clock, you know, I'll be done. And then I will go to my appointment tomorrow. I'm starting a new clothing line. It's a plus size clothing line, so I have to do a little bit of work on the website to add some of the clothes for that. But then after that, I'll do another picture, so I'm kind of excited. I don't know what I'm going to pick yet, but I will pick another one. So while you guys are working on this, I'll be ahead of you, because I haven't published this yet, just so you know. I'm going to publish them all at the same time. Because you know how I normally do it? I'll put one and then another one and then another one, and then it takes me forever to get another one. I decided, so I don't let you guys down, I'm going to finish the whole thing first, and then I'm going to let them all out at the same time. So they'll all be out. And then while you guys are getting all caught up, you know, coloring it, I'll be making a new one. So I'll be staying ahead of you now. I got a plan, see? A method to my madness. Okay, so we have that in there. All right, that's a gray green light. Okay, so now, all right, this is called Kelly green. So bring in some new greens, okay? A lot of people forget about good old Kelly green, but I don't. So I'm gonna outline this in a Kelly green. Then we're gonna, now we're gonna just kind of, nice, give it a nice. Now the thing is with these leaves, if you notice, they're just kind of plain. So we're gonna have to give it our own like shape, okay? Now there's a lot of things we could do with leaves, which is really, really cool. Like I should do a whole thing on leaves. I actually did, but I didn't. I mean, there's different things we can do, but you can make little textures on there. We could draw little circles and make veins on them. You can do so many things with leaves. Leaves are fun. Now that I can color more, there's so many things I can teach you guys, but I just, man, my electric bill came, then my water bill, it's just so crazy, man. The money situation is just terrible right now. Well, I'm sure it is for everybody, but geez, just right when you think you're getting caught up, then something happens. Like my teeth, that is a problem. So now, that's a problem. I could be doing this all day if I had. It would be nice if I just could find something, if I can marry rich, but that's not in the cards for me. I make my own money. I have to work for them. I've got the gift baskets and flower company, you know, so if you ever need to order gift baskets and flowers, you know where to go. Gift basket connection, just so you know. Yeah. All right, so see how I'm making like little shapes, you know, like little, you know, you just got to kind of do some shading, like shade it from the bottom of the leaf. Okay, I'm just kind of, different shades. go on one side and leave one side. Try to just try to vary it. See how I'm varying it? Like I'm leaving one side shaded, one side not shaded. Like if the sun's coming this way, I'm trying to leave my shading up at the top, right? So, so I'm gonna shade all this here, and then I want to shade this part here, but I want to leave a highlight up at the top, right? Because that's where the sun's coming from, right? From up here. So see how I'm just shading, and the sun's going to be up here too the same way. But the thing with this one is that this has got a leaf, the leaf's underneath that one, right? So because the leaf's underneath there, we're going to put some more colors in too, so don't fear. Okay. This one, actually this one's, this one's really buried under here, so I'm actually gonna fill this whole one in. Right, now this one here, you gotta think, okay, well, where do you want the shadow coming from this one? You know, you just gotta kind of, first I outline it just so it looks better, and you think, okay, well, how about if we just leave a little highlight here, and maybe a highlight there, and maybe we'll give it a little middle, right? You can do that too. See, you can actually too, even if you want, draw a leaf, you know, and then go out. Just do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat. But these are the leaves that are right in the middle, you know. So you kind of wanna. Yeah. You have to kind of really pay attention to these leaves, because these leaves are right in the middle. I want to leave a highlight. I like the highlight in that one, because remember, I'm going to bring another color too. Okay, and this one here I'm going to shade at the top. So let's come up here, right, because this is where the sun is hitting them here at the top, right? So, and then under here, let's see, the sun would be hitting it here, so let's shade maybe the sides. Just got to think about where the sun is, you know. This one I'll just leave the middle open, maybe. Just want to be different. You don't want to fill them all in green. That would just be, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to teach you, is to just be brave with your color, you know, your shadings, and your, you know, make your statement when you do something. Do it with intent, you know, and not just filling in one thing with just one color. How boring would that be? See, I mean, this is already starting out to look like a nice plant when we haven't even added any shading yet. You know what I mean? It's got some character to it. Okay, now you got to think, okay, so this one's here, so we know that this has got to be darker under here, because this is sitting underneath here, and this is sitting underneath here, and this is sitting underneath here, right? So we know we got some shading going here. All right, but now what we got to do is you say, okay, well, where do you want your light to be? Well, how about we just put it in the middle? Maybe this one, the light's hitting it right in the middle, huh? On that one, right? And we can do the same on this one, I guess, right? And we know there's going to be shade underneath this. There's no doubt about that. Okay. And then probably here too. Let's maybe make this one. Maybe this one will be maybe shade or more on the tip. It didn't even have to be different. Let's shade the whole side. What the heck? There you go. See, create some interest. We haven't even put in another color yet. This is what this does, is just kind of blocks. It's kind of blocking. I guess I just call it blocking. Okay, so when I say blocking, meaning that we're blocking it out, and we're determining right now where we want, like where we want our shadows to be. You know. and where we want our lights and our darks to go. So we're just kind of, so I have terms now. So let's see, what have I called? We got seesaw motion, we got flicking, we got blocking. It's all part of my extreme coloring method, I guess. Huh? We got shmuzma. Oh gosh, I'm so weird. Alright, let's go here. Well, this one here will probably be dark all over here. Maybe, if anything, it would be lighter here. If at all, actually. But I'm going to make it a little lighter there. Maybe it would be shady here, right? And it would be shady here. And it'd probably be a little lighter here. But it would be darker there. I'm going to make it a little like a something in there. Okay, I don't know. I still gotta get another color, so I don't even know what color I'm gonna use yet. I'm just kind of going for it here. Yeah, so let's a little lighter there. Okay, I think you're getting the hang of it, right? I hope you are. I hope you are. I mean, I'm trying to teach you as good as I can. I really am, believe it or not. I really am trying to. I want to make it as easy as I can for you, so that you don't want to quit and say, "Oh, coloring is not easy." I'm trying to make it like easy to understand, easy to follow. You know, I really am trying. Believe me. Actually, I wouldn't say I'm even trying. To be honest, I'm just coloring and explaining what I'm doing and hoping that you can understand it. You know, like that I'm getting my point across. You know, so that you understand like what I mean, you know. Alright, so there's those colors there. Alright, now I need to figure out what color I can do as an accent color. So the way I do it, I just, you know, I like light, medium, and dark, but I was trying to teach you some other kind of colors that might go, that we haven't used yet before. So let's see. Because I'm going to give you a new repertoire of colors. Let's try the marine green, okay? It's kind of an interesting color. Let's try. So we take marine. Might not. Maybe it won't work. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, any of the greens would work, but I'm trying to see if I wanted to make it more green. Let me see. I can always switch it out. Let me see. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, it's all right. We'll just use marine green, I guess. I mean, the other green I could try would be the dark green, but I don't know if the dark green might be too hokey. Let me see the dark green. Oh, I like the two colors together. You want to try that? Let's try that. All right, we'll try that. I don't want to give you too many colors though, but I do. The dark green is nice. See, if I did the dark green by itself, it would be too much, because the dark green is really kind of bright. So let's just take some dark green. See what I mean? Watch, I'll show you what I mean. See the dark green? It's real Christmassy green. See how it's not, how do I explain it? It's just a little cheesy. So see, that's just dark green by itself, right? It's just really, really green. But if I add the marine green with it, the marine green's got an olive tone to it, which just kind of tones down that really, really bright green. But I mean, whatever you want to do, it's could be obviously whatever green you want, but mix it all up. I mean, they don't have to be exactly the same. So I'm using these two. So these are the colors I'm going to put on for your thing. All right. So let's take some marine green, and then kind of don't let the other one that we had show, and just kind of go just a little bit below it where we had that, the other one, and then take the marine green now, and with the marine green put in some of that little bit darker, so you're making it. And what this does, you can obviously see it just really brightens up the color of the leaf. See how it darkens it up? Now see, this is the green by itself without the marine green underneath. See, there's no marine green underneath it. It's just too green for what we're doing. It needs to be toned down. And it doesn't really work as good if you do it opposite like this. The olive has to go underneath it first. So put the olive first. Don't go all the way up though, because we've got, and then the marine green after. And go over these lines too, especially if you, because you need it to be crisp on the edges, This looks better. And we're going to have to darken it also. It's not dark enough. We're going to need to add darker than this, believe it or not, because there's not enough shade at all here. It's not enough. It's not good enough for my extreme coloring method. So, but we will keep pressing on. I am using dark green right now. Dark green. Okay. I'm going to have to just work around with these colors. Dark green. Dark green. Yeah, that's the darkest green I got, and we're going to have to darken it underneath. There's enough shadow. Like it all, actually. Then we'll take the marine green and see if we can get some of this toned down just a smidge here. Marine green right here. Marine green is like an olive, meaning it's mixed with, got yellow in it. It's yellow and green, basically, kind of. It's a lot. If you got the color chart from Etsy, you would have seen that this is with the yellow. I mean, because it's got a yellow undertone. If you're playing with your pencils, like from that chart I made, you'll see that it's definitely yellow-green. And then there's a brown that has a green too, which is espresso, and that has a green hint to the brown. So you gotta really start learning the colors, and that's how you'll get really good. You know, like with anything, you know, it's just practice. Practice makes perfect. But yeah, you have to find the time. That does get hard for a lot of people to find time. Shit, hard for me to find time, believe me. You know how long it took till I even came out with another video. it's so much happening. Life happens, you know. It's crazy, but what do you do? You know, it's the way it is. This is still the this is the dark green right here that I'm just putting in. But I definitely want more shadow. All right, but you can already see though how much better. I mean, you know, it's better than just having that simple. You know what I mean? The simple. It was so boring before with just that. You know, if you did it all one color and you colored it in all one color, see how wouldn't that be boring? Look at it. It's so much better when you just leave some spaces, you know, in there. Okay, but the thing is, I need to put a little bit more shadow, so I'm gonna have to pull out my. I don't know if I want to put. Let me see. Nope, that won't work. That 90%. 90% cool gray. Let me see. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. I might need to espresso. Yeah, 9% cool grays. Okay. Let me see, because espresso might, I just want to see which one I like better. You got to just kind of play with the colors, you know, until you can really find out which ones that you like the best. But the espresso, let me see. Might be too not, let me see, not dark enough. Man, the glare is so bad. Yeah, it's not dark enough. Let's go with this, the 90%. But I don't want too dark, the 90. I might almost go with the 50, but just don't push that hard. I mean, maybe right on the tip like I just did there, but then everywhere else, let's go kind of light. You know, you're just trying to create a shadow anyway. So you don't want to, but you do need to be a little bit more effective with the light and the dark. That's why I'm saying I need a little bit darker. It's already better. Just because it just needs, like I say, when you just take the time, put a little bit dark effort in the light and the dark and stuff, makes a big difference. You don't have to do a lot, but just having it there makes good. You know, that's how you get it more realistic with a 3D type of look, you know. I spent some time watching the people that draw with the chalk, you know. Those guys, jeez, when they make it look so easy, but they do a lot of what I'm doing now with the dark. And I was watching them, and I said, oh, I should try that with my coloring books. And then when I doing that, I realized it really works, where it really makes a nice difference to make it look a lot more 3D-ish. 3D-ish, is that a word? Me and my words, huh? Alright. Let's see if I made it up. Uh-oh, that's alright. You just move around your finger, whatever. Just, alrighty. Alrighty then. Okay. It's the Kelly green. Just kind of. It's just that Kelly green. I'm just using it to blend. Just blend a little, just so it's not so harsh on the edges of some of these. You know, just make it soften a little bit, the edges. Yeah, just gotta work with it, with what you're doing. You know, just blend that in a little. So it's not quite so harsh. There you go. Alrighty. Take that sap green light, the lightest one, and maybe you can even, you know, use that if you want to come back in. Now see what it there, that's kind of cool because then it just sort of made its own little leaf stem. See that? So since it did it on its own, I might as well just kind of follow it and help it out, right? It did its own little thing. But just work it out. Alrighty. Alright, so there you go. There's a little that. I better put that, let me write these colors on your list because I don't want you to okay, we'll do that for number 15, okay? So let me do that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here. I have to fix my light. Alright, this is a beige sienna. Okay, we're gonna just kinda put some beige sienna in here. Alright, and I'm going to put a beige sienna in here too, but let's make this one darker. See how the difference is the same color, but this one had two different types of pressure. Alright, starting to get tired. Alright, and then let's do the same thing here. I'm kind of always like that right when I get to the very, very end. It's like, oh, I'm a little bit tired. And then I'm just going to do the whole thing like this. There's just beige, you know. I'm not going to put this on your sheet, okay? You don't have to do this from the video. I'm not going to make a sheet just for this. I mean, I'm not going to. Or should I don't know. No, I don't need to. Let's just, you'll be watching the video this far. It's not that hard. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. Beige sienna. Let's take a light umber. I guess I will. Okay, and I'm just grabbing any kind of browns, really, just to. Okay. Just kind of the bag in here. The only thing I don't know what I'm going to do right now is this floor. Alright, that's good. Just, oh wait, let me have to put one more. Let's grab some espresso. And let's put the espresso. We gotta put in some more dark. We're gonna need to darken this up here. Could use dark brown, any kind of dark, whatever you want to grab that's dark. This espresso, but you can just use any kind. Just, I mean, espresso just happened to be out, you know, sitting right there. It just needed, you know how I am, gotta have my drama. But actually the espresso works pretty good, just with these colors, came out pretty good. I'm just giving this a little bit more love. Just because I'm tired doesn't mean. The thing is, I'm so close, you know. Look at I'm so close to, you know, being finished. Just gotta do the floor, which I have no idea what I'm even gonna do. Like, seriously. Don't even know. Okay, so there you go. All right, what the heck am I going to do with this floor here now? Well, we got to do something for it. I don't know what, though. Okay, I don't know what. I think we'll just maybe do it like a birch, maybe kind of like what we just did on this, on that bag, huh? I mean, I have these colors out. I don't know, I can't really think of anything to do, so let's just do that. Take this beige sienna, all right? I mean, why not? It's not a bad color, huh? I didn't think it was too bad. And we're gonna just base it. I mean, it's just a floor. If it doesn't come out that good, and I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, the color looks good on the bag. It's nice. And it breaks it up. I don't want to have everything all the same color. I don't want to make the same color as the wall. You know? So just take the beige sienna. I'm going this way across it, you know. I could make little planks, maybe like wood planks. I just don't know how involved I want to get with it if I want to finish this tonight. I mean, I guess I could wait. Oh, I'm getting kind of tired. I guess I've been doing this all day, non-stop on this picture for 2 days. Okay. Alright, let's just get this in. Well, you don't need to see me color all this in. Just to space this whole thing in, okay? I'm not going to fill it. Just fill in that whole bottom, okay? Okay, so what I'm doing now is just start making it darker. It's the same color, of course, but just darker at the, you know, like under here you want it darker, just like we did with the bag or whatever, but just, and then, you know, you can have it darker there, and then as you come down, you want to kind of start lightening it up. But you want it dark around, like, where there's stuff, you know, like, I'm just bringing this down a little here. We're going to have some dark in here, maybe. Right, just, you know, to make it look like it's sitting on the thing. Right. You see, I'm just kind of, maybe make it dark over here, maybe. Darken it in here. And come down a little on the side. And then start tapering it, like lighten it as you get down so that it's not, you know what I mean? So it's darker here, and then lighten it as you come down. Maybe. Okay. I'm just gonna. I want little patches of light, little patches of dark. This makes it more interesting, right? That's what I'm thinking about. Okay. And put some dark over here. And then put some dark over here. And see, it makes it look a lot better. You just see, but you see what I'm doing, right? It's not that hard. I'm just making areas of light and dark and just, I don't know. But I'm kind of going, I actually am going in the same direction. I mean, I could have gone this way too. You can, but whatever way you choose, whether you go this way, like I could have done, or this way, whatever it is, you just need to stay in that same direction. You know, otherwise it will not look good. Okay, we're gonna put some dark over right here, and then we'll bring it out. Okay. You don't want a harsh line, right? So we're gonna blend all it in. It's so easy. You just blend it in. All right. Now we still have that umber we can use too that we were using on this to make that a little bit darker, which is what we had. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in here. Just bring it around. I just don't want to get too crazy. See, this is that light umber. I'm just doing the same thing we were doing on that bag, just making it a little, you know, more of those, you know, the light and the dark, you know, the way I like it, with the variety of the shadings. For me, I think it really helps a lot. Done! That's so exciting. Alright. And I can upload it while I take a little rest. Take a long time to upload these too, by the way. It's a lot of work doing this. You don't even have any idea. It's a pain. I wish I had someone that would, like, all I gotta do is just color, and then someone would be sitting behind me filming me, and then when I was done they did everything, uploaded. I have to do all the stuff. So much work. I don't care. It's part of the deal, right? If I want to give you guys these videos, I have to. There's no magic fairy who's gonna do it for me. I have to do it myself. I tell my kids that all the time. It's like, there's no magic fairy that's just gonna come here and start cleaning everything after you. You need to do it yourself. If you see something lying on the floor, you know, a piece of paper or something stupid, pick it up. There's not a magic fairy that's just gonna come by, you know, and just start picking stuff up. That's so terrible. Don't you hate that at your house? Like, I don't know if you have kids or whatever, but when they just like literally walk over something, something's sitting there, just walk right over it. It's like, don't you see that? It's like, what, you can, if you see something, pick it up, bend over. It takes 2 seconds. Just grab it, pick it up. And if it's, you see, I don't know, it could be a string on the stairs, whatever it is, just do something about it. Just don't freaking walk over it. Well, what's the point in that? It sucks. I hate that when they don't help. It's like, jeez. And that's why I say that, because that's what I tell them all the time about the magic fairy. I go, there's no magic fairy. Oh my god. Anyway, see, I'm just kind of making areas of light and dark. It's kind of almost, really, it's kind of almost the same way you do water. When you do water, you do it almost the same way like this, only with blues. But I don't want this to look like water, because that's why I'm not making, it's a little bit different. I mean, as far as the shape of the way I'm doing it. Water wouldn't be, I would have to make it look more wiggly. Not doing that one here. Alright, so there you go. So let me straighten it up. And voila. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go wide. And let's see here. Let's put all this over here. And there it is. That's, oh. What do you think, huh? Oh, we gotta see the top. We wide out a little bit more. There you go. There. Hold on. I gotta push that. I don't need the bottom piece now anyway. Alright. So there you go. I'll put these two. Oh, I'll just put these two on your last one. This will be it'll be number 16. But so that you see how I do it, I'm just gonna make a number 16 right here. See what I do? This is how I got that thing underneath. I would write it, and then it leaves an imprint on there. I'll do it in a minute. But anyway, all right. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay, so there you go. Now I'm gonna frame it. I've actually got a frame already. I got them on Amazon. They were on sale for 12 bucks. But sometimes I go to the Salvation Army and I'll buy a frame and paint it or glue stuff on it or whatever. But anyway, so there you go. I hope that you enjoyed doing it. And now we'll be off to another adventure to do some more, huh? So thank you very much, and tell your friends. Okay, and if you guys want to do a retreat, let me know, because maybe we could plan something. Okay, ciao. Thanks for watching so much. Like the video, okay? Please like it. Oh, and share it on your wall, too. Okay. Oh, no, don't share this picture. Never mind, you can't share this. But you can tell people to become a patron. Yeah, don't share this. This is just for you guys. Unless I decide to share it with maybe my YouTube viewers or something. But these are for you guys. Okay, thanks again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.